Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. I am so excited today to do a get ready with me. I thought in November, I just posted a November favorites with a whole bunch of products, and I thought, why don't I show you guys them in action and so you can actually see what they actually look like. And if you guys aren't familiar, I do have an Instagram account and I usually post whatever makeup I'm wearing, and I post a photo of that so you can kind of see what products I have and what I've been using. And I haven't posted for a few days because I keep wearing the same makeup look, which is this one. I just find it so quick and easy. I love the burgundies for the holidays, and I've just been having it on repeat. And as I mentioned, some of them are from my November favorites, so I thought I would show them to you. And some of them are old favorites that I've just kind of dug up. So I thought, why don't I do a little get ready with me, because I'm going to be doing this makeup look again today. So I thought I might as well film it for you. So if you're interested, just keep watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you up nice and close, and I'm going to quickly go in with my new Fenty eyelid primer. I bought this at the VIB sale, and I love the application, like applying it with the doe foot. And then I just use my crown brush to just blend it in. It does have like a little bit of a stickier consistency than other ones I've used. As far as longevity for my eyeshadow, not so much. But what I have noticed is none of my mascaras transfer. I used to always blame the mascara, but I think it was actually my eyelid primer. So the next thing I'm going to use is this by Terry Cellularose Brightening CC Serum. It is supposed to be like a blurring product, a serum. I like it because it's a little bit bronze, so it just gives my skin a little bit of color. I've used this on its own in the summertime. I took this with me to South Africa, and it's all I wore, just so it gave me a little bit of radiance and glow. It slightly blurs imperfections. I just like it because it gives me just a little bit of color. It's I would say it was a similar product to the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury that I also really love. But I just wanted a little bit of color. Might just do one more pump. I usually do two. Also the Drunk Elephant Debronzy kind of does this. I've just had a small deluxe sample of that. I haven't actually bought it because I still have half a bottle of this going. But this for me is hard to get in Canada. I usually have to order it from Nordstrom or Beautylish, something like that. I haven't ever seen it in any stores here. Okay, so now, I wouldn't say this was a primer either. I don't really, it's a serum. But I use it instead of a primer because I've told you guys primers just do not work for me. I even got a sample of the Hourglass primer when I bought this. The woman at Sephora said I would just love it and it would make this product better, but something happens with my skin the more layers I put on, and primer included. I just look older. It just shows texture that I didn't even know I had, and it just doesn't look good. So less is more for me. So I'm just going to use my IT Cosmetics foundation brush. This is the dual end one, and I just kind of buff it in. Sorry, I should have said that was my Hourglass Vanish stick that was in my monthly favorites for last month, and I just love it. I've been using it so much. It's so quick and easy to use, and I think it just makes my skin look so radiant and even, and it looks really nice, I think. It's not super long lasting, but not many foundations are on me because I'm so oily. I do have a tiny little bit of scarring on my chin from those cysts from the summer. Yes, I still have scarring from that. So there we go. It's just blended in. It's not a super heavy coverage, but you can go in and keep building. But like I said, less is more for me. The more layers, the worse I look. I always go over my lips a little because my lips are so pigmented. So there we go. And the next thing I'm going to use is my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I love this concealer. I know a lot of people don't really care for it. It's the only concealer I have used that I enjoy. It's just really, really thick and almost like a rubber consistency. And it doesn't crease or have all this. Sometimes I have like all these peeling bits of skin under my eyes, which you can't even tell until I put a concealer on. And this one doesn't do that, I think because it's just so thick. And I know a lot of people just don't really care for this, but I have yet to find an under eye concealer that works for me. I actually just bought the Maybelline Age Rewind because a lot of people said they loved it. Oh my god, it burned like hell. Obviously I'm allergic to something that was in it because it was just like my under eyes were on fire, like I'd put acid on them. So yeah, that didn't work for me. So there we go. It's just a little bit of brightening. And then I go in, I have just a little sample of the Hourglass powder. I just got it as a sample from Sephora, and I just use my Beauty Blender and I just bounce a little bit underneath just to set it quick. I don't do baking and all that kind of stuff. It just does not work for me. So there we go. And then I'm going to do a little bit of contour with my Filmstar Bronze and Glow. And I'm going to use my new Hourglass dual end brush. I'm going to use the thinner one on the other end. As you can see, I've hit pan. And I just do a little tiny bit here. It's just a perfect contour. This is actually my absolute favorite bronzer, contour, etc. product. And I just do a little bit here like that. And then, and by the way, this brush, it's really, really nice. I'm super glad I got it, but I've bought brushes like at Winners that are just as good and the same price. Oh, not the same price, a fraction of the price. So the next thing I'm going to use, I'm still chipping away at this sample I got from Elate. I'll link below the video where I went to an Elate event and the products, and I did a get ready with me. So this is a cream blush. It's called Keen, and it looks like a really, really dark burgundy, and it is. So I just take some like that. I rub it in between my fingers to get it nice and warm, and I just bounce it on my cheeks. Normally I do blush at the end, but because this is a cream product and then I'm going to be going in with a lot of powders and things, I just do this first before I forget. But normally I do blush pretty much at the end when I do lips. And I am definitely going to buy the full size of this. I just love this color. It's a plum, and you can add and build, and you can also just keep blending it in and blend it down if you've applied too much. I don't normally gravitate towards cream products, especially being oily skinned. But I just love this, and I love this color. I had another color from the summer called Bliss. It was like a bronzy peach, and I actually hit pan on it. So I just really, really love these cream blushes. I can't rave about them enough. So now I'm going to go into eyes. I'm kind of doing everything all over the place, but it's because this cream blush always really throws me off. So this Natasha Denona, like I said, I'm going to open it because it glares. I bought this a year ago and I've used it once or twice, been sitting in my drawer, but because I love that camel so much, I pulled this out and it's just been on repeat. So all I'm wearing is this color. Just that, all over my lid, and done with it. So I'm just going to use my Sigma brush. I'm just going to bounce that in there, tap off, and I'm just peeking in the corner here because that's where my mirror is. And I just put it on the lid. I think it just really emphasizes green eyes. I don't know, maybe blue, I'm not sure, but I know for sure this plummy burgundy color really makes my eye color pop. And I always say every video, so sorry I'm on repeat, but I am blind in this eye that I'm working on right now. I used to do it off camera, but some people are visually impaired and said they want to see how I do my makeup, because it definitely is challenging doing makeup when you can only see out of one of your eyes, especially when you're doing false eyelashes. So any of you who also are blind or visually impaired, you know what I'm talking about. So that's it. And then I go underneath with the Sigma pencil brush with that same shade, and I just go underneath just to do the bottom as well, make it somewhat cohesive. There we go. That's it. So this is just like day easy look. I'm going Christmas shopping and I just kind of blend it all out. There we go. Now I'm going to go in with this BECCA Be a Light palette. I showed you guys this in my monthly favorites. It's on this Sephora sale page, so it won't be there forever. If you've been interested, I bought this in the summer in the lighter version, but I felt at that time I would prefer the darker, and I love the darker one. So I just kind of go crazy in here and I just pick up all three of these. I don't pick up that sparkly one till the very end, but I just kind of mix the three powders and I just kind of go hog wild. I love bronzer. I love these tones. I just love it. I love this palette. As I mentioned, I bought the one in the summertime in the lighter version and I wasn't as crazy about it. The color just wasn't dark enough for me, and it was a very expensive palette, but this one I picked up during the VIB sale, and it was also on the sale page, so I got it for a really, really good price, and I've just had it on repeat. I just love it. So there we go. Love it. And then I go in with a little bit of the sparkly pink blush. I would use it more as a blush topper just to give me a little bit of sparkle. So I'm not going to go in with any highlight today because I think I'm pretty glowy. So now I am going to quickly do my brows. All I use is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't do anything fancy with my brows. I know I should, but I don't. I just quickly brush them through with the spoolie and just quickly shade in so they look more full and not so many bald patches. When I went to the Elate workshop, she showed us how to do brows, and I really should make more of an effort and do them more properly, but I don't. And then I go again with my spoolie and just clean it up. Now I'm going to do a little bit of tight lining in my upper lash line. And I'm using this Marc Jacobs gel. I really, really like it. And I just kind of, I know this is not comfortable to watch or do. And this is when being blind in one of your eyes is an advantage because you don't see it coming. Here we go. And I'm going to put in some Stila liquid liner. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner. It doesn't budge. And I've gotten used to applying it, so I'm going to quickly apply that. I just do a thin line. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm kind of peeking in a magnifying mirror while I'm doing this. I do a thin line all along my lash line. And I'll do the same on this eye. And because my eyes are so different, it's so difficult for me to make them the same and wing them out. But I just muddle through. Here we go. Now I will quickly put some brow gel through my brows. I use the Gimme Brow Setter from Benefit. It lasts forever and your brows do not budge. I just buy the clear one. And I'm going to quickly put on some mascara and I'll come back and we can do lips together. Okay, so I finished up. I used my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer, and then I used this Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. And I've been using this since I got the Fenty eye primer. I bought this ages ago. I got it as a sample, and I wasn't crazy about it because it kept melting on me. But since I've used the Fenty eyelid primer, it doesn't melt. So there must be something to do with that. So I don't know. But I am loving that mascara because it gives me that length and volume that I love. And it doesn't melt. So it ticks all the boxes. So lips. I have been wearing this on repeat. As you guys know, I always use my MAC Prep and Prime Lip Erase because my lips are so pigmented. And I just find it just makes a nice blank canvas, so that when I apply lipstick, it comes out the true color. So the lip liner I've been wearing is Whirl, and it is from MAC. It's just like a very deep, kind of a burgundy. I find MAC lip pencils are usually pretty dry, but this one isn't. I think it just depends, or maybe it depends how old they are. So this is my Christy Matte Trance lipstick from Pat McGrath. I just love this. This was in my November favorites. Just love it. I love this formula. It's not super dry and super comfortable on the lips. I love the color. It is a little bit bold for me, but I think it works really well with this burgundy burgundy look. And because the eyes are quite simple, I don't have a ton of eye makeup, I think it kind of balances itself out nicely. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's look. I've talked about many of these products in my favorites, so I thought, why don't I show them to you in action? So I hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, please click like. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, then please hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!